Um, Hi guys. Today I want to show you guys a really interesting trend that's going on. So, Geometry Dash has trends too, right? Like the 9 circles trend, for example, which started with the level the 9 circles, and then came out to like Polar Guys, Jawbreaker, all those really cool levels. There was also a not so popular but still really interesting trend behind that, and it's called the slaughterhouse trend. I mean, for those of you who don't know what slaughterhouse is, which you probably don't, because it's like one of the most iconic Geometry Dash levels. It has a bit of a brutal name, but that is because it's so hard. Now there's very much healthy levels, but Slaughterhouse didn't only bring hell to Geometry Dash. It brought decoration as hell. Wait, no, that was not a good phrase. It brought way too much decoration to Geometry Dash. So, for for the explanation of this video, I'm gonna play if Cosmos was a 1, which is basically, yeah, the Cosmos. And I'm first gonna start with Slaughterhouse. I mean, it's a pretty cool level, right? The decoration of it is kind of cool. It's not so good, but listen to me now. The decoration styles will go up much higher in this video. So basically, this then inspired many levels, kind of like, for example, whoa, this is hard. Pretty good run though, but it inspired me really cool levels like Cosmos. There's also this level that is just like a slaughterhouse, but it's a bit easier, and the theme is water, which I find pretty interesting too. But then there is even better levels. First of all, my favorite of all of these levels is definitely Cosmos, like I was talking before. But not only because of not only because of the decoration, but because it's space themed. Okay, this is getting too laggy for my phone. You can see. I also the song, this one, Sleeping Hummingbird London Albi remix. I love this song. And I just think that Cosmos is a really interesting level. Because first of all, there's Cosmos, because we're gonna talk about Cosmos Unleashed afterwards. I just want to say something about Cosmos. Yeah, I love space. I'm so you could even call me a nerd about space because it's just so exciting and interesting for me. I know a lot about space too. That's another thing. I just think space is so interesting because of how chaotic and beautiful it is too. Violent and everything. But yeah, that's why Cosmos is really, I find it a really cool level. The gameplay looks hard, but also kind of fun. Well, what happened? Whatever. I would say it is a really fun, really cool Extreme Demon. And the decoration is also really cool. Let me just show you Cosmos. Not actually play it, but just show you the level. I think it's in my saved levels. No, it's not. Okay, then So here, yeah, it's also written in Russian because Cherry Team, I think, is a Russian team. So I'm not gonna play the level either or yeah, I think this is Russian, yeah. But but Cosmos is a really interesting level. And then should we now talk about Cosmos Unleashed? And I didn't say it in that tone because because um because it's bad. It's not bad at all. If someone called Cosmos Unleashed bad, I would just have to tell them that they probably don't know anything about Cosmos Unleashed. In fact, Cosmos Unleashed is so good that when it comes out, that's right, it's not out yet, sadly. When it comes out, it will probably, Rockstar will probably have to start making ratings higher than Mythic because of how good they are. I mean, like, Cosmos is just basically something that I would call pretty much perfection. Cosmos Unleashed. But let me now finally just talk about the level because you guys have been waiting so long to stop giving Cosmos Unleashed compliments and just talk about it. It's not out yet, and even if it was out, it's way too hard and way too decorative for me to beat it. So Cosmos Unleashed, yeah, it's a project that followed up to level Cosmos. Even though Cosmos is already a really decorated, really cool level that was made in 2.11, 2.11, however you want to call it. It also, like, still wasn't as good for the creators, I think. So they came up with another plan, the Cosmos Unleashed, which is still not done, like I said a million times. Now, Cosmos Unleashed, Cosmos Unleashed, I watched a video of the actual level, and the level, along with the song, I would give it something. I mean, if Mythic is the highest rating, if they make up a new rating system, or like a new rating, then I would maybe call it like I don't know how you would call it actually, but I think yeah, it would be whatever that is because Cosmos Unleashed. So whatever, I'll just talk about the decoration. So it starts off with very good shaders, really, really interesting and good, right? And then you go into the into the into the new sections. Yeah, and it is really interesting there already because the way section is also really cool. It's like, I think the wave section is supposed to be like a broken wave that is slowly being sucked up by tiny black holes, and I'm gonna use no clip for this, and it's also really cool. But that's nothing. In the end, the end screen is basically something we've never seen before. The end screen is the end screen has the letter Cosmos written really smallly, and then a giant thing called Unleashed, or a giant word saying Unleashed, but then in the middle of Unleashed is a really cool black hole that's sucking and breaking up the word, and I just find that really cool. But that's not even it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the dub for the level, or like the trailer or teaser or something. But somewhere, I don't know where, somewhere, I saw this really cool thing. This really cool animation, not made. Guess what? It wasn't made in CapCut, Flipper Clip, anything. It was made in. It was made. It was made in. It was made in Geometry Dash, and it is a super good animation of a giant black hole and the player going inside of the accretion disk. I mean, you can't even see the player, but yeah. You can only see like the black hole and how you are slowly ascending into the accretion disk. Now, if you don't know what an accretion disk is, an accretion disk is basically a small ring of gas around the black hole. Black holes kind of look like Saturn if you put it into perspective. Like just that they're totally black, and the accretion disk will either be blue or orange. And and it shows an animation of that in Geometry Dash. But I just don't know where I could find the animation. I couldn't find the animation in the level. I just found the animation separate from everything else. So I don't know how or where or why they made the animation at all. But it's probably my favorite part about the level. And if they would add it into the level, I would find that really cool. Maybe it was just like for a trailer of Kocmoc Unleashed. And yeah. But I find the animation really cool. And then Kocmoc Unleashed, also the space style of it is just so interesting. The song is a banger, I can't even lie about that. And everything else you would have to look up on YouTube yourself, because I'm running out of time and I don't want this to be I don't want this to be a 30-minute long video of me yapping about Kocmoc Unleashed. I just find it such a cool and interesting level, and I just want to admire it for its decoration, because it is just so cool. The song is a banger, and yeah. I know this video was originally meant to be about the slaughterhouse trend, but then I thought it would be cooler if I would just talk about Kocmoc Unleashed, because it's just my favorite level by far. Yeah, I beat the level. Cool. But yeah, thank you very much for. Why did it give me 101? That's weird. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.